Yo everybody, what is going on? It is Invin here, and today what I am bringing to you all is a quick guide on the key to progression in V Rising. Now, this is something that I actually unlocked earlier today, and a little bit of a spoiler warning for this video for any of you that haven't already progressed kind of towards the mid-game. If you want to save the surprises, probably save this video until you get there yourself, but if you are okay kind of learning ahead about the items that you need to save for this and how you can make this a smoother transition, then obviously keep watching. Now, what we're going to talk about is the paper press. This is a technology which you can unlock through the study, and basically you can get it as a random drop, or if you know you're putting in the 75 scrolls and you're trying to discover, and you can randomly get it if you are very lucky. I actually got this as a drop from a random barrel that I was hitting in and around the Dunley Farmlands, so do make sure that you're smashing all of those barrels up. But essentially, yeah, it's a technology, it's a book, or, you know, you can get it a random one, like I said. Once you get this, you are able to place it down. Now, in order for this to be at the maximum kind of working with the floor, you need a library floor, which is something that on this game I haven't got yet myself. So if some of you guys have got that, then this will obviously decrease the prices for it as well. But essentially, what the paper press will do then is translate your plant fiber and your sawdust into paper. Now, this is absolutely huge. It's going to be a massive bonus for any of you guys that, like me, have been hoarding your plant fiber and your sawdust, putting it in a chest in the corner and thinking, hopefully this comes in for something. Well, now it has, and it obviously translates 12 sawdust and 4 plant fiber into paper, so the chances are, if you are going to be converting a lot of this, you're probably going to need to get a bit more sawdust going, so just get those planks getting made continuously whenever you can. Then, most importantly, this can also go into scrolls. Now, this is where it really starts to hit big because, of course, the scrolls can be difficult to obtain, and they do, you know, take a while to get. 75 per random technology, a couple of bucks while you're out and about. It takes quite a while. And this could be the difference between you, of course, getting your full Merciless Hollowfang set or, you know, not doing so. And like you can see here, I've got, like, the Merciless Iron Slashers, but I haven't yet got the Merciless Iron Axe. So I've only done this a few times, but I wanted to bring you guys this video because this is super, super cool. So once you get this to this point, you are able to use 4 of the paper and then 12 gemstone dust or gem dust to make it into a scroll. So it is fairly expensive. Don't get me wrong, this is not a cheap way to do it. It is fairly expensive, but if you're anything like me, you probably had quite a lot of plant fiber and sawdust kind of kicking around, and yeah, managed to make that into a lot of paper and then finished off the entire research desk, and now moving on to the study with the scrolls. So yeah, one little tip with this as well for the gem dust, particularly because I didn't know this, some of you may not have figured it out yet, so it is really important. Again, little slight spoiler to this one if you haven't already worked it out, but what you can go ahead and do to get this sort of gemstone dust, as you can see I've got 50 or so there and about 20 in that chest, so I'm not too low on it. You can actually put in gems into the Devourer, which is this chest here. If you guys haven't made one, it's a very cool looking animation. It's got like the little tongue hanging out and the teeth. You put items into here and it will dismantle them. Now, this is really important because for the gems, it gives you the gemstone dust, like I said. For the crude ones that you pick up, that is 4, but if you do manage to get your hands on a regular gem, that will actually give you 12 gemstone dust. But do be aware you will need gems for other things as well, so don't scrap any down if you do need them. But obviously, if you are, you know, out and about, you see some gem geodes, which are the ones with the kind of colourful crystals coming off the bottom of the stone, always get them. You will always need gems, whether it's to dismantle or to use in crafting. And then going back to the desk, like I said there, you can go ahead and use the gemstone dust with the paper to make it into scrolls. Now, you will also see that on the right hand side, you can see you do get schematics up there as well, which is the tier 3. Obviously, I'm not at that point yet on this server, so I'll need to work my way up, but you can use scrolls, you can use something called spectral dust and something called silver ore. Not experienced those yet, but once we get there, obviously you'll be able to make that 3rd tier 1 as well. So getting this paper press as soon as possible is going to be really, really important. So, little friendly reminder, don't throw out your plant fiber. Obviously, everything in this game is very, very useful. I'm going to make a guide for you guys on the most useful stuff and, you know, basically what you can get rid of, because there's not going to be much. Everything is good, but obviously keep as much of this plant fiber as you can. And of course, all the sawdust from doing your planks is going to be really crucial to keep hold of. Get your research desk fully done, because there's some amazing consumables. I won't spoil it for you all now, but some really cool stuff, so you certainly want to get all of this done. And then once you've done that, you can move on to the study and start working through a few of these. As you guys can see, I've got lucky and managed to get my full armor set, and I'm working on the rest of it now. It will really, really speed up your progression. The other thing that I like to do once I'm crafting these is, of course, actually go up and kind of loot the areas such as the militia encampments. So this one right here, You can see the important loot on there says scroll. So obviously when you're looting these areas, you want to kill the mobs. You want to break every single breakable item, loot all of the chests, and you should get yourself lots of scrolls. You will get gem dust from this as well. You'll also get other regular gems, which you can either break down or use in crafting. You'll get glass. You'll get all kinds of useful materials that you're going to be using in your crafting anyway. So when you're in the relevant area, it makes sense to do it. But obviously you can just loot up a lot of these. And once you get your power level up to around 50, these do become a lot more accessible and a lot easier to do even solo. So I do recommend farming those up, get as many scrolls as you can, and then get crafting as many as you can when you get back to base. Always pick up those gems as you're going around as well, the gem geode kind of stone things. Always grab them, it's going to be super useful. And then of course once you get into the final kind of areas up here in the Cursed Forest and over here in the Silverlight Hills, you of course are going to do a similar thing with the schematics, you know, go and farm them and then use them to craft in the meantime, anything that you have spare. But hopefully this will help some of you get to that progression stages a little bit quicker, and when you do finally get to the study, as that is kind of like the main midpoint of the game where you're getting up there, getting all of your research done, then of course hopefully this will help you to progress that just a little bit quicker. It looks really cool, and like I said, if you have got a library floor, that one will then of course be minus 25% materials, which particularly for saving yourself the paper and the gemstone dust, but also even just for making more paper and then in turn the schematics when you get there is going to be crucial. But I haven't unlocked that myself yet on this server, so just waiting to get that one. But yeah, if you can put it on that, even better than it is already. But that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this one. Hopefully it helps you out to get yourself progressing a little bit quicker. I know that some of you might not have hit this point yet, so hopefully it helps you have it in your mind for when you do get there. And for those of you that are, if you did know about this, if you've got any other little tips around the paper press, do drop them in the comments below. But other than that, guys, any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them and help you all out. Other than that, as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Make sure you do drop a subscribe if you would like to see more V-Rising content from myself. Got tons more going up on the channel over the next few days and weeks, so don't miss out on that. Drop me a like if you have enjoyed, and I will catch you guys again on the next video. Thank you for watching, and take care, and peace.